Women and children in Laos will enjoy better protection after a new law was promulgated recently, aiming to put an end to violence against women and children in the country. Those committing violence against women and children will face civil or criminal charges according to the 29-page law on anti- and prevention violence against women and children. Promulgated by a presidential ordinance, the new law gives all sectors such as family members, individuals, legal entities, and organizations the legal rights to intervene and stop any violence by peaceful means, both through direct or indirect interventions in a timely manner. Those offering sincere assistance and intervention to stop the violence are protected under the law, according to Article 28 of the Act. The law also details punishment measures for the guilty parties. A person who has sex with a girl or a boy aged less than 18 years of age, but no lower than 15 years, could be imprisoned for between 3 months to 1 year. Alternatively, they could be made to undergo a counseling course combined with a fine of between 1 to 2 million kip without imprisonment, according to Article 79 of the law. However, those having sex with children aged less than 15 years will be imprisoned for between 1 to 15 years, coupled with a fine of between 2 to 15 million kip, depending on the age of the children involved. The younger they are, the more serious the penalty will be. Meanwhile, those forcing women under their responsibility to marry, divorce, or prevent women from marrying or divorcing could be imprisoned for between 3 months to 1 year. Alternatively, they could be made to undergo a counseling course coupled with a fine of between 300,000 kip to 1 million kip without imprisonment. For forcing children under 18 years of age to marry, the guilty party will be imprisoned for between 1 to 3 years, coupled with a fine of between 1 to 3 million kip. A husband who forces his wife to have sex against her will could be imprisoned for between 3 months to 1 year, or could be made to undergo a counseling course coupled with a fine of between 300,000 to 1 million kip without imprisonment. In cases where the wife suffered a serious injury due to forced sex, the husband will be imprisoned for between 1 to 5 years, coupled with a fine of between 1 to 3 million kip. In addition to the aforementioned cases, those committing violence against women and children will be penalized under the criminal law or other relevant laws. Women and children who fall victims of the violence will also enjoy legal protection by measures written in the law. The laws define 2 different forms of violence against the women and children: domestic violence by family members and also violence by a third party. 4 kinds of violence are defined: physical violence, spiritual violence, sexual violence, and violence over property and the economy. The law indicates measures to prevent violence against the women and children from occurring, including raising awareness on the prevention of violence against the women and children, promotion of gender equality and empowerment of women, as well as children's rights promotion.